Hello everyone! For today's workout, we are going to be starting with a 5-minute warm-up with 10 exercises for 30 seconds each. I'm going to go ahead and get that started. None of this should be too hard. Everyone should be able to follow along. So we're going to go ahead and start with some arm circles. We're going to move them backwards for about 15 seconds, and then we're going to go ahead and move them forwards for about 15 seconds. Really making sure to get those shoulders loosened and that upper back open. Move back again. Really making sure that you're stretching out your shoulders and getting those nice and warmed up. From here, we're going to go ahead and move into some torso twists. We want to make sure that we're engaging our core and our spine so that we really get that back a good stretch and get us all warmed up. Keep going on these torso twists. Again, you really want to make sure that your core is engaged. Okay, in 5 seconds, we're going to go ahead and do some high knees with an arm reach. We're going to go ahead and okay, we're going to keep going on those. This really gives your body a good stretch. You're still engaging that core. We're starting to get our heart rate up a little bit. We're moving our lower body, really engaging everything. We have 8 seconds left on these, and we're going to go ahead into some good mornings so that we can get that lower body stretch. We're going to be going like this. You want to make sure that you're feeling that in your hamstrings. I'm going to show you from the side. Yes. This should really be felt in your hamstrings and your glutes. Really getting that good stretch all in there. Got 12 seconds left on these. You also want to make sure that your spine is engaged. With 5 seconds left, we're going to go ahead into some jumping jacks to go ahead and get our heart rate up. These you really want to, again, engage your core, get everything moving, get that blood pumping. 12 seconds left on these, guys. 10. All right, with 5 seconds left after this, we're gonna go ahead and go into some lunges with a reach. Lunge, reach, lunge. And we're gonna make sure to alternate our legs, really warming up our thighs. And our hips. If you wanted to add some weight to this, you could always get a ball and hold it here. Really move. From these, we're gonna be going into our hip circles. We're gonna be going like this. Really engaging and opening up those hips. You can even go like this. Might feel a little goofy, but you really want to get those going to make sure that your lower back and your hips are all open. From these, we're going to go into some butt kicks. Right now, this is these. Really want to make sure to get those legs up and kicking your butt. From these, we're gonna go into some air squats. Don't go too crazy on these. So we will be doing more squats later on into the workout. Just keep them very light and airy. Very much activating that lower back and those body muscles. We're almost done here, guys. Okay, with 5 seconds left, with the remaining 30 seconds, we're gonna go ahead and do some inchworms. Just walking in and walking back out. You guys can keep that going for the next 30 seconds. And from there, we are gonna move into our main workout. Go ahead and rest for a little bit. For this workout, we're gonna have 4 circuits. We're gonna do each circuit twice. It's gonna be 1 minute with our strength, 1 minute of core, and 1 minute of cardio. I'm gonna show you guys an easy, medium, and hard version of each workout that we're gonna be doing, and you can choose to modify it however you want. Take a few more deep breaths. Okay, let's get our blood pumping again. We're gonna be starting out for the first circuit with some body weight squats. The easy version of this is just gonna be some nice pulsing squats. If you wanna feel a little bit more of a burn, you're gonna go into a sumo squat. You're gonna go a little bit more than shoulder length apart with your knees with a tilted out toe. You're gonna feel that squat right in there, and you're gonna focus like that. Going down, really feeling that burn lower in that sumo squat. And if you wanna push it even harder from that, you're gonna go into some jump squats. You're gonna jump, squat, jump, squat, jump, squat. You're gonna keep doing that for 16 more seconds. And then we're gonna go into some high knees. 10 more seconds, guys, you're doing great. To get started on those high knees, the easiest version is going to be just marching in place. You're gonna march, march, march. You do wanna, however, make sure that your core stays intact, your spine stays straight. You can put your arms on your hips, arms by your side. You go like this. Really make sure you're getting those knees up there. From that, a medium version is gonna be more of a moderate pace, really getting a little bit more of that cardio and activated in there. And then the hardest version is going to be a sprint with your arms up here. And you're gonna really keep your core involved for that one. And you guys can choose which one you're gonna do. And then we're gonna go into the core aspect of this. That's gonna go ahead and be bicycle crunches. For the easy bicycle crunches, you can go ahead, keep your feet on the floor and go. For a more medium style, you're gonna lift your feet up and go. And for hard, you're gonna work your feet in there with you. And you're gonna keep doing that for 40 more seconds until we go into that circuit all over again. So you're gonna do that twice. And then moving into our second circuit now. We're gonna start that second circuit with push-ups. If you wanna do an easier version, you could do wall push-ups, which is going to be you against a wall with everything engaged, really getting that push-up feel. Make sure you're engaging your core, your arms, your back, and doing all that. An medium version of these push-ups is going to be knee push-ups. So you're gonna go ahead and go like this for those knee push-ups. And then a hard version is just gonna be regular push-ups. You're gonna make sure your core is tight, your pelvis is tucked, your arms are underneath your shoulders, and you're really getting in there. And from that, for our strength portion of that circuit, we're gonna go into the cardio aspect. We're gonna do some lunges. The easiest version of this is going to be just alternating lunges from each side. The hard version is going to be a quicker pace of those, and the hardest is going to be a jump into those. And that's gonna go ahead and be the cardio for this circuit. Moving into core, we're gonna be working on some leg raises. For these leg raises, you're gonna be on the ground here with your knees bent and just really engaging that core. Your medium version is gonna be really getting that core involved, keeping those legs straight. And if you wanna do it now, an even harder version, once you put those legs down to rest for a second, go ahead and get a flutter kick and then bring them back up. Going into the third circuit now, you're gonna do that circuit twice. You're gonna do the first circuit twice. Now going into that third circuit, we're gonna start out for 1 minute on some glute bridges. The easiest version of this is going to be your standard glute bridge. Your feet are shoulder width apart. Your body is here. You're really tucking that pelvis and using this to bring that strength up and keeping your spine aligned. For a harder version of this, you are going to pulse at the top of this and then bring it back down. Pulse at the top and bring it back down. And for the even harder version of this, you're gonna go ahead and do it one leg. So you're gonna keep one leg up and bring it back. Keep it up, bring it back. And then you're gonna go ahead and switch to a different one where you go ahead and bring it up. And moving into the next portion of this circuit, into the cardio, you're gonna be working on some skaters. The easiest version of this is just going to be a side to side. Okay, you're just moving your body, you're getting that cardio in, nothing too crazy. If you wanna go ahead and do that medium version, you're gonna be hopping from side to side, really getting that heart rate going. And if you wanna do an even harder version of this, you are going to be doing explosive side to sides. You wanna really get in there and get active. Moving into the core portion of this circuit, we're gonna be doing a plank hold, starting out with our knees down for this plank hold. Very much so like the modified push-up. Your knees are down and you're holding your plank for a minute. For the medium version, you're gonna do a standard plank with your pelvis tucked. Keep your back aligned. And for the hardest version of this, you're gonna do a plank with some shoulder taps. And that was our third circuit for us. Don't forget to do that twice, you guys. And then going into the fourth circuit, you are going to start out with strength with some tricep dips. For this, you are going to need a chair. It can be any chair, doesn't matter. For the easiest version of this, you are going to have your feet closer in to your body. You're gonna have your arms here. Your feet are gonna be close in. And you're just gonna do this dip and bring yourself up. For an even harder version, you're gonna move your feet a little bit more out and a little bit more align your knees with your shoulders, and you're gonna go down and bring it back up. Down, bring it back up. For an even harder version, your legs are gonna be completely out and they're gonna go a little bit further than before. Down and up. And then going from this, you are going to be doing some cardio with some burpees. For the easiest version, you're just gonna jump, you're gonna walk back into your plank, get up, and do that again. For the harder version of this, you're gonna jump up, and jump into your plank, you're gonna go back up. And for the hardest version you can do, you're gonna be jumping up, jumping back, pushing up, going up, and continuing that until you can't stop. And for the last portion of this fourth circuit, you're going to be doing Russian twists. For the easiest version of this, you're going to be seated, keeping your legs on the ground and just leaning back. Very easy and simple. The medium version is going to be a slower pace, controlled twist. It's not going to be that fast. You're just going to keep your core engaged. And the hardest version of this is going to be with your feet lifted as high as they can go, really engaging that core, keeping that control at the same time, but really lifting those legs. After you've done that circuit for a second time, we're going to go ahead into our cool down. You guys did a great job. I'm so proud of all of you. We're going to start out in this position right here on our knees, really relaxing. We're going to loosen our necks. You're going to be doing some neck rolls, really getting in there, making sure you stretch out that neck. Keep going. Go side to side, front to back. And then from there, we're going to be doing some quad stretches. You're going to spread your legs out and really get into that folded pancake with your legs out. You can go one leg in if you need to. Get that stretch right there. Fold in the other leg. Get that stretch in there. We're going to move our legs from outward and we're going to put them in front of us and really do a fold. Try to touch your toes as much as you can. Really get that stretch in those legs and those quads and those calves. Really try to reach for your toes as much as you can. And from there, you're going to go into a butterfly. Bring your feet together as much as they possibly can and as close as you can to your body. You're going to keep your back and core aligned straight, and you're just going to be fluttering those legs up and down, really pushing on them if you can. Get that stretch in your hamstrings and in your quads. You should feel it in your glutes as well and in your lower back. From there, we're going to go ahead and go into a child's pose. You're going to be sitting here and really feel that stretch in your back. Reach as far in front of you as you can. Touch your chest to the floor if you can. Get your forehead to the floor if you can. Really feeling that stretch in those hips. From there, you're going to get up into a tabletop position. And we're going to be doing some cow and cat. You're going to really reach your back up. And then really drop it back down, stretching that back out. You're going to go up and then back down. You're going to keep doing that for 10 more seconds. And then from there, we're going to bring our bodies up slowly. And we're going to be doing a fold stretch into a nice downward dog position. Really putting the tension on your shoulders, on your back. Feeling that stretch everywhere in your body. Really getting into it. And then from there, we're going to be doing a seated twist. You're going to be crossing your legs here and really twisting that back with your arm. Really getting that stretch in, looking to the back of the room. You're going to be switching sides, doing that same thing on the other side. Really looking as much as you can to the back of the room. And from there, I'm going to have everyone lay down on their back. Put your arms out and stretch. Reach those fingers all the way to the back of the room and then relax. And take the rest of this time to close your eyes and breathe deep. I really appreciate you guys coming to this class. You did an amazing job. I want to reiterate that each of those circuits is, you have to do them 2 times. Each circuit is about 3 minutes with a 1-minute rest in between. Thank you guys.